Hi, my name's Anthony Smith. I'm an actor, author, and also the proud founder of ActingCareerStartup.com, one of the biggest communities on the internet today for new actors all over the world. You know, whenever I started my acting career, I was fortunate enough to be able to get a lot of acting work rather quickly. Within a period of just a few months, I already had 8 acting jobs for more than 16 days, and I made some pretty good money while I was doing it. And the reason that I was able to do that was because of a secret that I learned while I was sitting outside of one of my very first auditions, sitting right outside in the waiting room, waiting my turn to go in. I overheard a conversation between a couple of actors. And what I learned by listening to that conversation changed everything. And I want to share that secret with you. So if you've been struggling to start your acting career, looking around on the internet for auditions and can't find them, if you've been trying to get an agent and can't seem to get one, if you've been maybe submitting your headshot and your resume and your cover letters and everything all to agents and casting directors, but you're not getting any responses, or maybe you've even been getting auditions, but you're not getting any callbacks, and as a consequence, you're not getting any work. Or maybe you have been trying to scrape the money together so that you can concentrate on your career. If any of those things are true for you, you need to see this video. It's free.
So here I am back with the secret as I promised you. But before I give it to you, I want to briefly tell you the whole story about how I discovered it. So please bear with me just for a few minutes and I promise you that I will get to the secret, okay? As I said, I was sitting in the waiting room for an audition and I overheard 2 actors talking. As much as I tried to concentrate on my audition, which is what I should have been doing, I couldn't help but overhear what they were saying. One of the actors was obviously very new and not getting very many auditions, nor was he working very much. The other actor, on the other hand, was getting a lot of auditions and a lot of acting work. As a matter of fact, I had seen that second actor on several auditions that I had been on, and I knew that in some of those cases he had actually gotten the job and I didn't. The less experienced actor was asking a lot of questions of the other one. You know, questions like, who's your agent? How often do they send you out on auditions? What kind of jobs are you working on right now? And so on and so forth. And then he finally asked the ultimate question. How do you get so many auditions and so much work? The secret lies in the answer that he gave to that question. It was so simple, so unbelievably simple, that I was wondering why I hadn't thought of that myself. The answer, or rather the secret, has to do with where he got his information from to start his acting career. Let me explain. After almost 5 years now of answering questions from new actors on my website, some 4,000 questions, yes, that's right, 4,000 questions that I personally answered, according to my own experience, there are basically 6 different sources from which you can get your information from to start your acting career. Not all sources of information are created equal. In other words, not all these sources will give you the same chances for success. And now that we're getting closer to what the secret really is, here's the first of those 6 sources. The first one is peers. Peers are the people who are in the same boat as you are. If you, like them, are not able to get many auditions or much acting work. These are the people who are not getting auditions, don't have an agent, aren't working, but who you turn to for information. My friend, if that is your case, and you really want to start an acting career, please stop asking those people for information. Why? Because they don't know how to help you. That's why. They don't know. How could they possibly know? They will tell you things they think they know, but they don't know. So where do you find people like that? You find them on Yahoo Answers, blogs for actors, forums for aspiring actors, websites, etc., etc. Listening to those people is not a winning strategy and is synonymous with a low chance for success. I repeat, it is synonymous with a low chance for success. The next group of people are those who have achieved some modest success as an actor. These are people who have gotten an audition or an acting job every now and then. And when I say every now and then, I mean every now and then. Listening to them might give you some interesting piece of information to learn from, but it won't bring you the success you are looking for. How could it? The third group of people are stars. That's right, acting stars. Reading the biographies of the stars or watching video interviews, that can be very informative. Now, if you have the rare opportunity to actually talk to and spend time with a movie or television or Broadway star, that could be even better. There's only one problem with that, though. Most people aren't able to take that information that they receive from people like that, process it, and then translate it into what they actually need to do to start their own acting careers. Add to that the fact that some of those actors we aspire to be like or whom we think we can learn from are so far away from us with regard to their careers that they have a tendency to simplify things so much so that we don't even understand how to apply what they're telling us. Consequently, that source is also tied to a relatively low degree of success when it comes to starting an acting career for the average person. The fourth group of people are working actors. Now, working actors can be a great source of information to learn from. Why? Because they are already doing what you are trying to do. Great people to learn from. But there's only one problem. Try and get a working actor to sit down with you, spend time with you, and help you to figure out everything that you need to do to get started. Good luck with that. Why do I say that? Because it's probably easier to be able to exchange a few words with someone like that, or to get them to stop and talk for 5 minutes or so and give you a few tips, rather than spend the time you need to help you understand the things that you need to know. That takes a lot of time. And to find someone to do that for you, good luck. Wouldn't you agree that a 5-minute chat is quite different from actually sitting down with someone and having them explain everything that you need to know and walk you through the whole process step by step? Wouldn't you agree? That is a completely different thing. But if you could do that and actually be able to apply what they tell you, you could most certainly benefit from that information, more so from some of the other sources that we mentioned previously. Acting career information source number 5. Are you ready? Industry experts. Much like working actors, industry experts like casting directors, agents, former or working actors, acting career coaches, etc., can be an excellent source of information. This is one of those areas in which you really have to be careful, though, whose book you read, which class you actually take, or whose seminar you attend, or basically just whom you take advice from. Not everyone is able to teach you in such a way so that you know exactly what you need to do. If you've ever taken a seminar, you know how frustrating it can be when you actually get home and have to figure out how to apply all that you've learned so that you can get the results that you want. It could even be that the seminar leader was really, really good and engaging, but you still don't understand what you need to do. Did that ever happen to you? It's happened to me. And so finally, that's where I get to the secret. Again, the question that the experienced actor was asked was this: how do you get so many auditions and acting jobs? His answer was, I spent a lot of time trying to figure things out for myself. I spent a lot of time and wasted a lot of money, and I had a lot of false hopes. I did a lot of things that make me smile when I look back because they didn't make sense for me to do them. Things like what? The less experienced actor asked. For one thing, I thought that to get started, all I really needed to do was to get headshots and try and get an agent. I spent money on bad headshots that were of bad quality and that were expressionless. That money was wasted. I also spent money subscribing to audition websites, which also ended up being money wasted because my promotional materials weren't very good, and as a consequence, I didn't get called in very much. And guess what? The thing was, I didn't even know why. So what did you do? What changed? I realized that the things that I was doing weren't getting me very far. I was wasting a lot of time and a lot of money. I saw the same old faces at the very few and sporadic auditions that I was getting. They booked the jobs and I didn't. I was frustrated and I needed help. I looked long and hard and I found someone to help me. I made friends with a working actor who was willing to teach me and coach me on what I needed to do to get started. I'm going to read that again. I looked hard and found someone to help me. I made friends with a working actor who was willing to teach me and coach me on what I needed to do to get started. who was willing to teach me and coach me on what I needed to do to get started. And that is the secret. If you really want to be successful quickly, you need to get a mentor, because that's what that guy did. When you say that you want to find someone who will teach you and coach you and who is willing to do that, that's exactly what a mentor does. Finding a mentor will help you to get an agent or agents quickly, help you to find and build relationships with industry contacts like casting directors and agents and directors and producers. And I reiterate, build relationships with, because that's one of the things that many new actors have no clue about. They don't even realize how important that is. Finding a mentor can also help you to get frequent auditions and frequent acting work. Not just something every now and then, but frequently, regularly. That's what a mentor does. That means if you do that, you will become a working actor. That doesn't mean famous. It doesn't mean a star. It means a working actor. That means that you can make a living doing something that you love, because now you know how to do that. You know how to get work, to get auditions, to build those relationships quickly, to get started as quickly as possible. So having said all that, and now that you know that there are 6 sources where you can get your information from to start your acting career, the question that I have for you is, which one of those sources of information are you using to start your acting career? Which one? The follow-up question that I have for you then is the source of information that you're using actually helping you to get frequent auditions and acting work frequently? Yes or no? And to answer this question, there are no ifs, ands, buts, well, maybe, kinda, sorta. Either it is helping you to get frequent work and auditions, or it is not. There's only one answer to that question. Now, I know that the tone of my voice sounds a little hard because I really want you to think about this. Think about it. Is what you're doing working? Let's look at this from another angle. Now, this is all about how long you can expect it to take you to get your acting career started, depending on the method that you use. Now, when we look at this, we're going to look at the degree of success that you can expect to have by using one of these 3 methods that I talk about. And we're also going to look at the time that it will take you to start your acting career. Now, one of the ways that you can try to do this, one of the methods that you can try to use, is to try to figure all this stuff out by yourself. You can do that. You can try to figure it out by yourself. And you could also say, trying to figure things out for yourself, that you could get books and attend seminars and go to see websites, because all those things have a relatively low cost. The only thing is, by trying one of these 2 ways, you can expect this to take you a long time to figure this out. There are so many things to know. And you can try to figure it out by yourself. You can get books. It's going to take you a while to read the book. It's going to take you a while to, to go to the seminar, find the seminar that you want, go to that seminar, come back home, figure out everything on yourself about how to apply what you learn. You can go to look at websites. You can read all the information that they have, and then go back and try to piece together all the things that you need to do to try to start your acting career. You can do that, but you can expect it to take you a long time. Once again, one of the best ways and the fastest ways for you to get started is to find someone who will actually walk you through the whole process step by step. Someone who is able to do that for you, who is really able to communicate to you in such a way that you can really understand what you need to do immediately, and also someone who is willing to do that for you. Not someone, like we said before, who will stop and talk to you for 5 minutes, but someone who is actually willing to sit down with you and take you through the entire process. That's what a mentor does, and that's what a coach does. So, to sum it up, the best and the fastest way for you to get your acting career started is to get a mentor. That's the secret. That's what that guy did that I was listening to. That's what he did, and that's how he started getting a lot of work very, very quickly. You can try and figure it out for yourself. You can also try to do it by asking people who don't know any more than you do, like your peers, for example. You can hope for a miracle. A lot of people do that. They'll send out one package to one casting director and sit back and wait for something to happen. They have no idea they're looking for a miracle. It's not going to happen that way. But nothing will help you to get there faster than getting a coach or a mentor. Nothing will help you more than that. So if you have the time to try to figure things out for yourself, and that's what you want to do, knowing that it's just going to take you a long time, even if you get any success at all, then by all means do that. But just be aware of what you're doing. If, on the other hand, you want to start getting frequent auditions and acting work as quickly as possible, then I have a proposal for you. I'm offering to be your personal mentor, your coach, to help you to get your acting career started quickly. And I'm going to do that with the Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course. This is all about how to start your acting career step by step without wasting any time at all. This course consists of the very same things that I did to get 2 agents, 37 auditions, 8 acting jobs, and make more than $4,000 all within the first 10 weeks of officially starting to look for acting work. I did this. This course is hands-on and practical, and it's designed to have you working as an actor before you actually finish it. Students like Brent Bauer, Amanda Queen, Rebecca Harris, Jacint Sutphin, and Emmanuel Fabi, just to name a few, all started getting agents, auditions, and acting work before they finished the course. All of them. Here's what you get. 1 to 1.5 hours of video instruction once per week for 24 weeks or 6 months right in front of your computer. MP3 audio files of the videos for you to download to your computer, smartphone, iPod, or wherever you want, so you can listen to them anytime you want. Downloadable materials, and in most cases, the presentation of the video. 4 bonuses, 5 surprise bonuses, free type, headshot, cover letter, resume evaluation with a storyline, I might add. Free Skype call with me personally each month for 20 minutes if you feel you need it. And email support from me for your questions anytime you have them. Here's what's in each of the 6 monthly modules. Weeks 1 through 4, that's modules 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. This is all about getting started and knowing what you're getting yourself into. This is crucial for starting anything. You need to know what you're getting yourself into. So here are some of the highlights of what you get in these modules. First of all, there's 4 stages of an acting career and why most new actors never make it past phase 2. Interesting, huh? 4 things that you cannot avoid in an acting career and that you absolutely need to know. How much an acting career costs and how that you can get the money that you need to pay for it while concentrating most of your time on your career. The 10 reasons why most new actors never make it. 7 secrets of successful people and successful actors. 9 different types of acting careers and how to determine which one of those is right for you. Self-evaluation. See if you have what it takes to become an actor. How to choose the right acting school and the right teacher for you and where to look. How to know if the acting teacher and the class is right for you. Acting exercises that you can work on right from your home. A guide to looking for and finding the right acting school and getting into your first acting class. So, which means that by the time you get through this module, you're going to have everything that you need, and we're going to start getting you into your first acting class. And there's a lot more where that came from. Weeks 5 through 8, modules 2.1 through 2.4. This is all about the business side of acting. Knowing the market and knowing the business. Crucial. Highlights. The trade papers that you cannot do without. Now, you will see this if you're not from the United States. You will see how this works in the United States, but it's going to give you a lot of great insight as to what you can do in your own country. The absolute best online resources for actors. Again, we will give you this information for your countries if you're not from the United States. And if we don't give that information to you, you will be able to apply this very quickly to your own local market. The best places that you're going to be able to meet and talk to casting directors, agents, and producers. Again, these will work no matter which country you live in. The different types of acting roles, how to find your type, and why that's so important. The top 7 ways to use your acting skills and get acting work. 24 more ways to use your acting skills. How to start looking for your first acting job right away. Much, much more. Weeks 9 through 12, modules 3.1 to 3.4. This is, again, about the business side of acting, part 2. Yes, there's more stuff you need to know about business. Again, highlights what a USP is and why you need to have one to become a working actor. What casting directors and agents look for in an actor and what they expect from you. The 8 things that you absolutely need to promote yourself as an actor. You will actually begin to build these tools as you go along in the course. Again, this is not just a course where somebody's going to talk to you about stuff. You will actually do these things as you go through the course. The 12 steps to getting an agent. How to contact casting directors and get them to call you in. A lot of actors would love to have that happen. They just don't know how to do it. It is possible. How to put together a winning acting career strategy that gets you auditions and gets you acting work. The 5 people that you need to have on your team to help you to make this happen. How much all this marketing stuff will cost you and how to save money while you're doing it. Much, much more to come from where that is. Weeks 13 to 16, modules 4.1 to 4.4. Now we're going to start moving to promotion and auditioning. The short line strategy, what you need to do to get noticed before other actors of your type. There's going to be a lot of people out there who look almost like you do. They're the same type as you do. You need to know how to get ahead of them because that's who your competition is. The ultimate test of your creativity. We're going to talk about that too. This is one of the keys. 29 ways to promote yourself as an actor. How to meet the people that you want to meet. Do's and don'ts of auditioning and what you can expect in an auditioning situation. Audition technique. How to use casting websites effectively. This is one of the keys because there are a lot of people who say, all I really need to do is to find an audition website and start submitting myself for auditions that I find. That's wrong because if you don't know how to use that website correctly to make sure that you have a greater chance of getting called in, you're not going to get any work. You're not going to get called in. So you need to know that too. What to do if your agent isn't getting you very many auditions. A lot of people contact me and they'll say, Tony, I have an agent, but they're not sending me out on auditions very much. What should I do? This is what you need to do. What to do if you're not getting called back after you do get an audition. So there's something wrong and you need to know how to fix that. All about monologues, how to prepare them, how to perform them, 12 crucial mistakes to avoid when performing them. Weeks 17 through 20, modules 5.1 to 5.4. Now we're going to start getting into acting jobs. 18 things that you can do to start your acting career even if you live in a small town. 3 different types of film jobs and where to find them. 5 different types of television acting jobs and where to find them. What you need to know about theater acting jobs. The people that you're going to meet on set, what it's like working on a set. All about the unions, what they are, why they exist, and when the right time to join is. There is a right time and a wrong time to join the unions. You need to know which is the right time to join. And again, all this information is totally applicable to the many different countries around the world that have acting markets. And this is another example, the unions. We don't just talk about SAG and AFTRA in the United States. We talk about unions in different countries around the world. And much, much more. And then finally, the last set of modules, weeks 20 to 24, modules 6.1 to 6.4, this is all about planning and money. So we're going to talk to you about where and how to find some of the extra money for you to pursue your acting career. This is one of the biggest problems that people have. They don't have the money or they have very limited funds. We're going to talk to you about where and how to find that money so that you can pursue your acting career. Traditional and non-traditional ways to make money. The only ways to make money aren't just to get a job. There's a lot of different ways to make money. And there's a lot of easier ways to make money than you can possibly imagine. And we're going to show them to you and exactly what they are. 6-part money-making series where we talk to you about some of these different ways to make money. How to budget effectively so that you make sure that you utilize your money in the best way possible. An 11-step planning process to make sure that once you start all this stuff, that you're going to stay on track. You're going to finish your promotional packet. So you will have already started. If you do everything, you will have already started to get some work. But you're going to put the finishing touches on your major promotional package so that you're really going to have a great marketing tool and a marketing package to go out with to get lots and lots of acting work. But let me ask you one question before I close out this presentation. Did you have any idea that there was so much to know about starting an acting career? Be honest. Did you know that? Most people don't. As a matter of fact, many people think that they can just get some headshots, meet an agent, and then that they're all set and ready to go. You, on the other hand, even before taking this course, are already smarter than the majority of the people that you're going to be competing with for acting jobs. Now all you have to do is to take the next step. So after having showed you all the information in the first video about the importance of mentoring, about how long you can expect it to take you to start your acting career, and also after having shown you all the contents that's in the Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course, now to help you to make a decision, I'd like to offer you 4 free bonuses to go along with the program. Free bonus number 1 is my first 3 months ebook. It's a much appreciated ebook that tells you every single thing that I did in the first 3 months of when I really started looking for acting work. I tell you everything. I tell you about the casting directors and agents that I made contact even before I went to New York. I started that whole process several months before that. I tell you how I made contact with them, how I kept in touch with those people over those few months before I actually went there. A big mistake that I made and that you can learn from, because when I got there, I thought something was going to happen and in one particular area, and it didn't happen. And it was a crucial mistake that I made that fortunately I was able to recover from, but you don't want to make that mistake. You can learn from that. I tell you how I set up my office. I tell you what I did exactly when I arrived, how I got 2 agents in a short period of time, what my agent interviews were like and how I prepared for them. I tell you the casting websites that I used, how I submitted for work, how I prepared for auditions, the mistakes that I made in auditions. I tell you about my statistics, the number of submissions per job and website, number of auditions, the jobs that I got, how much money I made on those jobs. I tell you every single thing in detail, everything. Free bonus number 2 is how to get over stage fright. It's a 1.5-hour video course. I'm telling you, I know this is a very frequent problem that a lot of new actors have. Either they're on stage and they freeze up. They get to an audition, they can even be prepared, and then they freeze. They get so nervous that they can't perform. Have you ever been there? I have. And now I know how to get over that. And that's what this video course is about. Free bonus number 3, presenting with impact. This is also a 1.5-hour video course. And it's all about how to create and deliver engaging presentations that your audiences will remember. One of the biggest fears among human beings is the fear to speak in public. Did you know that? They even say that it's even greater than the fear of dying. It's kind of silly when you think about it, but it's true. So given the fact that all of us have to present sometime to some group of people, this course is all about how to do that in the best way possible. And free bonus number 4 is how to convince anyone of anything, anytime. This is all about persuasive communication techniques that can help you to get what you want. This is also a 1.5-hour video course. And so if you need help convincing someone of something, getting people to support you maybe for your acting career or for anything else, this is the course for you. And also, there is a 100% money-back guarantee. Now, this goes along with the monthly program. That means that within the first 30 days, if you decide that you don't think this is going to help you, you can get your money back. One of the reasons why I give that guarantee is to build trust. and to show that I stand behind my product and I truly believe in it. Because there's too many people out there who are scam artists and are dishonest, and I want to set myself apart from them. I'm trustworthy, I'm reliable, I'm dependable, and I'm honest. And that's the way I want to be seen. I created a really good product that helps people to get their acting career started, and I know that if you apply what's in the course, that results will come. As a matter of fact, I'm about to show you some people who have gotten results from taking this course. But there's also another reason why I give the guarantee. I feel so confident about the fact that this course can really help people that I would challenge anyone to look me straight in the eye after seeing some of those modules and tell me that they don't think it will help them. I just don't believe that any honest person would have the courage to say that to me. I just don't. And I'm particularly proud of the fact that since I've launched this home study course for actors, not one person has asked for their money back. Not one. There's one last thing that I would like to address that has to do with a question that I sometimes get, which is the Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course only good for people who live in the United States, or will its teachings benefit people who live in other countries as well? When I created the Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course, I took that into consideration. There are many things that you have to do to start an acting career and that are the same no matter which country you live in. Of the 24 weeks of video and course material, there are only 2 weeks where a part of them are specific to the USA and some of the other countries in the world where the acting industry is flourishing. Those 2 areas that I just talked about are: number 1, actor unions. When we talk about actor unions, the course focuses mainly on the major unions in the United States, Canada, UK, and Australia. At the same time, however, this is an area that can be easily adapted to other markets around the world. In this case, you would take what you learn and go and apply that to the unions in your market. The second area is trade papers and online resources. Again, this information represents only a part of that week's video and would then need to be tailored to one's own market. With regard to the rest of the material, as I said before, it is 100% applicable to the different markets around the world. Having said that, there might be some subtleties that may need to be adapted, but by and large, the home study course is for actors all over the world. There are currently or have been students enrolled in the Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course from the following countries: the United States, United Kingdom, France, Australia, Canada, Germany, South Africa, and Mexico. One of the questions that you might have is, how much does the home study course cost? It really all depends on you. So does that mean that you can choose your own price? Well, kind of. Look at it like this. It all depends on whether you want to just throw money at your acting career to make yourself feel like you're doing something, or whether you want to really commit and make an investment in your career. A good acting career coach can cost $90 an hour, but all you get is 1 hour's worth of coaching. If I charged you $90 an hour for the home study course, that would come to more than $4,000. A monologue coach could cost you $50 an hour, but again, all you get is 1 hour's worth of coaching. If I charged you $50 an hour for the home study course, that would come to more than $2,000. A good acting technique class can cost you $375 to $400 a month, but that's all you get, 1 month's worth of classes. Typically, acting classes meet about 5 hours per week, which at $375 a month works out to about $19 an hour. If I charged you $19 an hour for the home study course, that would come to more than $800. A well-known trade show for new actors called ActorFest costs $145 to take 5 industry workshops in 1 day, and when you leave, you have to figure out how to apply what they told you, and that's if the people speaking even gave you some really concrete information. I've been there, I know. So for $145, you get 1 day of listening to people talk and you get to make contacts with people in a non-structured way. And then you are left all on your own. But don't worry. I'm not going to charge you $4,000 for the Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course. I'm not going to charge you $2,000. I'm not even going to charge you $800, even though I would be justified in doing so because it's worth it. I'm not even going to charge you $500, even though you could pay for it with the first 2 jobs you get as an actor. The investment that you will make for your acting career by purchasing the Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course is a mere $37 per month for 6 months. $37 a month for 6 months. That's it. $37, which comes out to $1.23 a day. Do you think that your acting career is worth $1.23 per day? Regardless of what you think about this presentation, I certainly hope you think so. There is one other option, though. Over the past year, since the launch of Acting Career Quick Start, some people have asked me if it was possible to work at a faster pace. Some people prefer to work on more than 1 module per week. I thought about it and said to myself, why not? So I created another option for those who want to work faster. So aside from the $37 a month offer, it is now also possible to get the entire course all at once and save 30% off the price. That's right. You see, $37 a month times 6 months is a total of $222. If you prefer, you can get the entire course all at once for a one-time payment of just $149. This is crazy. I showed this to a couple other people in the industry who also sell things to actors. And when I showed them the value that I'm giving and the price, they just looked at me like I was crazy. One of the people actually put his hand on my forehead to see if I had a fever, if I was sick. I know it's crazy, but I also know that actors don't have a lot of money, especially new actors who are just getting started. That $149 comes out to, are you ready for this? 83 cents a day to spend on your acting career over the next 6 months. 83 cents a day. So knowing what's out there on the market today, I can only tell you that that's a lot of value for such a low price. That's a lot of value. So that's my spiel. And now it's up to you. You can make your decision right now just below this video, or you can review the contents of the course further down this page. You can receive the links to your first video bonus downloadable materials in your email box within minutes after signing up, and then each week for the next 23 weeks. Or you can get the entire program right now. The choice is yours. Think about it, but don't think too long, and I'll tell you why. I like to give personalized service to my course participants. That means I can only accept so many students at once until I have to close the doors. So I apologize if by the time you decide to sign up, the course is already closed. My advice is that if you want in, do it now. Don't wait. Take control of your acting career destiny. Think about where you were 6 months ago in your acting career. And if you keep doing the things that you're doing right now to get auditions and get acting work, where will you be 6 months or a year from now? And if you plan to continue to do those things that you know full well aren't getting you the agents you want, they're not getting you more auditions, they're not getting you more acting work, and you don't even think you're going to be better off 6 months from now than you are right now, then I have just one last thing to tell you. The answer to your acting career troubles is just a couple clicks away. I'll see you in Module 1.1. While it's true that Acting Career Quick Start is the acting industry's first ever home study course for new actors, there's one question that I would want to know if I were you. And that question is, does it work? Does it actually help people to get agents, auditions, and acting jobs? And so what I thought I would do is to let you see some of the testimonials from participants in the Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course and see what they say. This is Brent Bauer from the United States. Brent had been following me for the past couple years. on actingcareerstartup.com. He read my book, Acting Career Startup, 4 Key Factors for Success, and he was convinced that this home study course would be able to help him. And he's been a stellar student. He's the model student. He's actually taken everything and applied it. And Brent sends me updates about every month or so about the different work that he's getting, the new contacts that he's made in the industry, the agents that he's gotten, that he's worked with, the casting directors that he's worked with, the jobs that he's gotten, and he's just so full of excitement. And this is just one of many messages that he has written to me. Hey, Tony, I got a gig for a local car commercial. I got a really nice close-up of me in the car. The commercial has been playing constantly, which has been very exciting. I also did work on a commercial for Dick's Sporting Goods for their holiday commercial. It was an all-night shoot, 11 to 7, but it was worth it. I also got another role in a movie and just got contacted about being in another project. Tomorrow I have an audition as well. The great thing is that this is only the beginning. I'm really looking forward to the journey. I recently looked back at everything I've accomplished just since taking this course. It's so awesome to see how far I've come along since then. There's plenty more to come. I hate to sound like a broken record, but thank you again for everything you've done. I just love getting messages like this. I just love it. It's great to see people actually apply what they've learned and get results. That's what I want. And that's what I want for you too. And this is Rebecca Harris from Brisbane, Australia. She was also kind enough to send me a few notes, and this is one of them. Hi, Tony. My name is Rebecca Harris. I have been doing your Acting Career Quick Start Home Study course, but applying it to Australia's film industry. I live in Brisbane, Australia, and before doing this course, I had an extras agent and was taking classes but not getting called back for auditions. Industry professionals kept telling me I was good, but I still wasn't getting anywhere. Since taking your course, I've gotten an agent, started taking a voice class, and got a lead role in a Japanese television segment. I have also a bit part in a feature film and 5 extra roles. I've been pushing my schedule just that little bit tighter, and it has had great results. I'm still working on multi-streams of income, which is another thing that we work on in the class, and it's getting there, and so am I. Thanks for all your help. And this is Amanda Queen from New York. Amanda is also a very conscientious student. She really applies what she's learned, and she's also getting results. Much the same way that Brent does, she also sends me periodic updates as to her progress. And here are some of the excerpts from some of the things that she sent me recently. After Module 3, she sent me this. I just got my first paycheck from my agency for a role I played in a film as a CSI agent. It's exciting. This program truly works. If it wasn't for your encouragement, passion, and commitment, I wouldn't be where I am today, trying to figure things out on my own. Thank you. A few days later, this week I also had a call back for a play. I'm supposed to hear something by today. I'm really enjoying the Acting Career Quick Start program. Thank you so much. And then I had an audition last night for a local TV episode. It was a lot of fun. The director seemed pretty pleased. We'll see what happens. The audition I had last week was a success. I got a speaking role as a secretary. And then today I had my very first television shoot. It was a great learning experience and very challenging. The cast and crew were fun to work with. Tomorrow we shoot one more scene. I just really love this. This is what it's all about. It's not just about taking a course and then seeing what happens. It's about taking the course and applying what you learn. And if you do that, you will get results. Because this is the stuff that we teach in the course that people need to know. And that's the difference between a lot of other courses and this one, is that it's not just about a whole lot of information that you get thrown at you. I make you do the work. That's what mentoring is all about, remember. But perhaps one of the most touching testimonials that I ever received came from this young lady right here, Sarah from Paris, France. I remember receiving an email one day from Sarah before she signed up for the course. And I could just feel, even though that I didn't know her, I could feel that she was really sad, that she was really down in the dumps, that she had been trying everything and nothing was working and she didn't know where else to turn to. And I took a half an hour to 45 minutes to reply to her email. And I just told her from the bottom of my heart what that I really thought she needed to do. And the result was that she signed up for the course And about halfway through it, this is the message that she wrote to me. Dear Tony, you know there comes a time in your life when you find yourself totally lost. And that's what happened to me 3 months ago. At that time, I really wanted to start an acting career, but all my points of reference were gone, and I didn't know where to turn to. And then I found you. You told me that if I really wanted to do this, I had to go for it. I had to take control, and I had to make something happen for myself and start living the life that I wanted to. Thanks to you, I didn't give up on my dream. Thanks to your home study course, I finally took control of my life and my acting career, and right now I can't believe that I'm already in Module 3.2. I'm taking acting classes, I had my headshots done, my resume done, and I'm still working on cover letters for professionals. In a way, Tony, you saved my life. You saved my dream. You showed me the door and I opened it. You've done a lot for me, and all I can give you back is a thank you from the bottom of my French heart. So thank you, Tony, and I'll see you in Module 3.3. I have to admit that when I received this testimonial, a tear came to my eye because it just makes me really happy when I see that the program is making a difference in people's lives. That's really the bottom line in all this. It's about making a difference in people's lives. And so if you want to start your acting career and you've been trying to do things and you haven't been getting anywhere, you haven't been making progress, and you don't know where else to turn to, I think I can help you to make a difference in your life. That's what it's all about. It's about getting results. It's about finally getting you to get an agent, to get auditions frequently, and to get frequent acting work. That's what it's all about.
So now I present to you Acting Career Quick Start, how to start an acting career in 24 weeks, step by step. How much would you like to have somebody walk you through the whole process, step by step? Wouldn't that be great? That's what I wished I would have had at the very beginning of my acting career. So look here below at all the different modules, all the different information that I have for you. You'll see it's so rich. And this is a course, a home study course, that is not just something that you'll just read and that somebody's just going to talk to you about. This is something that you're going to actually do, which means that by the time the 6 months is over, you will already have started working as an actor. So you don't have to wait until the 6 months are finished. You will already start as you move along, okay? So look at it below. Look at what I have to offer you, and I'll see you at the bottom of the page. So, what do you think? That's some good information, isn't it? I know it is. And the reason that I'm so confident about that is because over the last 3 years, I've answered over 5,000 questions on my website, actingcareerstartup.com, from new actors. And also, I've had over 4,000 responses to my actor quiz. So I know that people who are struggling to start an acting career, I know that's what they need. Now, I just have a couple more questions to ask you right here as I close. Now, if you think back to where you were about 6 months ago in your acting career, or even a year ago, or even just a couple months ago, where were you? And how did you feel about where you were in your acting career, about the fact that you weren't getting very much acting work? And today, what's changed? What have you done over the last 6 months to try to get acting work? And has it been working? Where are you right now? On a scale from 1 to 10, where are you? 1 means that you're nowhere. You're still not getting any work. You don't have an agent. Nothing's happening. 10 means you're a star in Hollywood. Where are you from 1 to 10? And then the question is, where do you want to be, though? 6 months from now, where would you like to be in your acting career? A year from now, where would you like to be? And the question is, where will you be if you continue to do the things that you've been doing over the last 6 months? Will you be where you want to be if you continue to do those things? Now, if your answer to that question is you will be where you want to be, then my answer to you is congratulations, and I'll shake your hand and I'll wish you well. Keep on doing what you're doing. If the answer to that question is I'm not going to be any better off than I am right now, then you have 2 possibilities. You can either keep doing what you were doing, or you can change. And if you want to make a change, I have what you need. This information is what you need. Acting Career Quick Start, the home study course, 24 weeks, and you will have already started to get acting work, which is better off maybe than you are right now. So think about it, but don't think too long. And I will see you in the first module of Acting Career Quick Start.